This summer, elementary kids of LGK are learning about what it means to worship together. And they're practicing in June by joining the first part of the traditional service. And in July, they're going to be joining the second half of the modern service. And then in August, we're inviting all elementary children to join their families in worship. And while we are so excited for families to be worshiping together, if you've ever had a wiggly kiddo in church, you may have wondered if your child is really getting anything out of being in worship with you, or whether it's worth the struggle to try and have them with you. And you're certainly not alone in that case, but here's something important. Worship is not just for adults, it's for your child too. And in fact, worshiping as a family together is one of the most powerful ways of growing a lasting faith in your child. When your child is present in worship, they see faith in action. They hear real prayers, they see baptisms, they sing songs that shape their view of God and the world. And even if they're wiggly or whisper or stare off into space, they are absorbing the rhythms of worship. And they're learning that God isn't just someone they hear about in LGK, but someone that we can meet and praise and follow as a community. And over time, they begin to realize this is my church. I belong here. Worship is for me. And this sense of belonging is huge. It's one of our most basic psychosocial needs. And in line with that, research shows that children who regularly worship with their families are far more likely to stay connected to their faith in their teen and adulthood years. Why? Well, partly because faith is developed in community. And that's where the intergenerational worship comes in. And we're not just talking about sitting in the same room as older or younger people. We're talking about this shared experience, shared praise, shared faith. Intergenerational worship helps children feel wanted and welcomed and known, not just by you, but by the whole church. And it nurtures relationships with other adults, mentors who can encourage them in ways parents can't. It reminds them that I matter here. And it shows them what it looks like to be part of the body of Christ, no matter their age. As Christian educator Lance Armstrong, not the cyclist, said, what appears to be most important in people's growth in faith is loving, caring, close relationships with other Christians. And that is absolutely happening in LGK. And it can happen in worship with you and with others too. So, yes, it's okay if your child doesn't understand every word. It's okay if they fidget or need reminders to listen or help in knowing how to listen. It's all part of learning because what they are learning is far deeper. They're learning the language of faith. They're learning that they are part of something bigger, and they're learning that worship is a place where they belong and they can meet with God. So let's keep bringing them. Let them see, let them sing, let them grow. Because your child is not too young to start learning how to worship in big church. It's a lifelong journey, and it starts this summer. If you have questions or would like to learn more, please reach out. Corinne and I would be happy to visit with you further, and we hope you will join us as a family in worship during August.